And thank you so much for joining us here on Idaho Today. You know, it was really hard reading that headline because it's always hard to say goodbye to a friend, but even harder to say goodbye to a family member. And that is exactly what Doug Petcash has been here at KTVB for the past 16 years. So we are so super happy to have him here and join us. Doug, we are excited for you. You know that.
Of course.
But we are incredibly lamenting your departure. I want to begin, though, by sharing everyone how your journey began here at KTVB, because you're actually going home pretty much, right? Or closer to.
A lot closer to.
Yes.
Yeah, I
yes.
grew up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to Columbus, Ohio, and it's about 3 hours. All interstate, so I'll be able to see mom and dad and my brothers and their kids a lot more too, and sisters-in-law. So it's good to be back closer to home. For the first time in 27 years, I'll be within a 3-hour drive.
Oh my goodness, that's a long time coming.
It's always been a flight or a really long drive.
Well, so, not just a flight, right? Like no, it's a series of flights,
sometimes,
a day of travel.
Yes.
Yeah, just to get home.
Boy, how it got started, I was working in Michigan at the time, and we lived, I had worked in Pocatello at KPVI from 1996 to 99, went to Michigan for 8 years, and we lived in a snow belt. And so we'd get 120, 150 inches of snow a year. And after about 8 years, my wife said, "You have to get me out of here."
I'm surprised you were there for 8 years, but that's a lot of snow.
And so that, serendipitously, the morning job opened here, the morning anchor job opened here. I applied for it. I had some connections with the news director at the time, and it worked out.
Wow.
And I came back, and we met in Idaho, so it was great to come back home.
All right. And so then 16 years later, now you're kind of returning to that end of the country, if you will. So what's your next chapter?
Well, next chapter is staying with Tegna, our parent company.
Yes, so you're still in the Tegna family.
I'm in the Tegna family, yes.
Okay.
I'll be going to our Columbus affiliate, where I'll be focusing a lot on politics. I'll be anchoring their version of Viewpoint, which is called Face the State.
Perfect.
I can say it's a CBS affiliate, but it is still in the Tegna family. And so I'll be doing that, covering a lot of politics and doing some anchoring here and there as well.
Yeah, so you still get to continue with your passion, which is so super important.
And doing some good storytelling.
Oh, great storytelling, which we've all incredibly have appreciated about you over the past 16 years, is your dedication to wonderful storytelling, not only credible, but just heartfelt and very sincere, especially with Viewpoint. It's been amazing to see what you've done with Viewpoint.
Thank you.
Yeah, from the moment you took it over and just to where it is today. So thank you, Doug.
That.
Yeah, no, it's so true. And you're leaving such a big hole here. But we are super excited for you. And truly, I couldn't be more excited for you, because I know what it's like to return home to your family and just how it fills your heart, right?
Yeah.
And so it'll be nice to be close.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
It is.
And a lot of people know that my wife passed away about a year ago almost, and but I've been very fortunate to have reconnected with an incredible woman who I went to high school with.
Wow.
And so I'm going to be joining her in Columbus as well, and it's all personal, professional refresh.
It's beautiful. It's all coming together for you.
Yeah,
it's all coming up, Doug. Yes. And Doug, what are some of your favorite memories, though, here at KTVB? I mean, I know it's such a loaded question, especially over 16 years, but what are a few that come to mind?
Well, some of them are like the stories, you know, and going out and meeting people. Of course, working with everybody, making such good friends, of course. But things like photographer Gary Salzman and I going up the Snake River Canyon, Hell's Canyon, excuse me, Hell's Canyon, to do a story about a Native American village, the Nez Perce village, that had been, was there, and there was a connection with Lewis and Clark, and we went with the state archaeologist, and it was just stunning and beautiful, and such a great way to tell the story also of the Nez Perce people in that area as well. Yeah. That kind of stuff. I did Distinguished Student Award stories for 6 or 7 years, so I did 300 of those and met some incredible kids whose parents I run into now from time to time and say, you probably won't remember, but you did a story on my son or daughter, and now they're a lawyer, or now they're doing something, and so that's really cool.
That's got to be really fulfilling and rewarding, right? To have been able to highlight them at a certain point in their education, and then see how they have
to be able to hear the follow through.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of video playing there. It was me. We did a do my job segment, and I was invited by a 5th grade class to go do the job of a 5th grader. And so
So you were a fifth grader for a day.
Yeah.
A little Billy Madison-ish.
Yes, it was. I tried to cheat off their papers. I tried to trade for their lunches.
I was just going to say, are you bartering snacks right there?
I was, and they
happening?
are tough. I ended up having to give that little girl a whole box right there of fruit roll-ups just for like Cheetos or something. Yeah.
They've got that skill down, right?
Yeah.
And it's been a while since I can imagine you've been in a fifth grade classroom, so you probably lost that bartering skill.
Oh yeah, and I also lost the knowledge that it's hard to be smarter than a fifth grader. I mean, some of the math and everything they were doing already, I was like,
Yes.
So
You're like, I write for a living. I don't do long equations.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I really like to put a focus on the community as well. And
Yes,
so
you
being
do.
able to focus on different nonprofits, on Viewpoint or in stories, and to highlight places like the Meridian Food Bank, the Idaho Food Bank, the Idaho Nonprofit
You've
Center.
had such
St.
investment
Vincent de
in
Paul,
the
those
food
kinds of
bank
places.
here. I know that's a big thing that you've been a major champion of.
I was a volunteer at the Meridian Food Bank for 12 years.
Yeah, they're going to miss you too, Doug.
I know, I miss them already.
Yes, but Ohio, though, man, they are so lucky to be in.
It's exciting.
So yeah,
it's exciting.
super
It really is. It's a great station.
Yeah.
They seem like they have a great team as well, and the people I've met have been wonderful, very welcoming, and I'm excited to get to meet them, but also sad to be leaving so many good friends behind.
Well, Shakespeare said it best, right? Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Yes.
Right? It
I thought you were
truly
going to say
is.
to be or not to be.
To
but,
be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it's nobler in the mind. No, we will not
to
go
be
on that.
here or not to be here
Not to be there.
is the question, I suppose.
But Doug, you're not leaving without the proper send-off. I
Right.
do have to make a shout out really quick to Angie in the kitchen. You all know her as Angie the Pie Lady. Today, what is she making for you, Doug?
This is halushki.
Halushki.
Halushki. It's I think it's a Polish or Slovak dinner. I grew up in a very ethnic, like kind of blue collar middle class area of
You and I have
Pittsburgh.
that in common.
And so that was this. It was kielbasa and sauerkraut. It was pierogies, and we're having a little send off today, and so I chose all that.
And that
as
is
the
a family
menu.
recipe that Angie's tackling for you.
Yes, and
All right.
people can actually find that recipe. I made it with my wife here for one of the morning shows.
All right.
Yeah, and it's if you just search my name and Halushki, Halushki,
There you go.
and maybe KTVB, you'll find it. It's delicious.
Awesome. Yes, we look forward to trying it. Doug, thank you.
Thanks for being a friend.
Oh, thank you for being a
Appreciate it.
friend. I greatly appreciate you. We're going to stay in touch.
Absolutely.
Bring me the Kleenex. More
Your
Idaho Today coming
contact
up
is
right
in my
after the break.
phone.
That's right.